Every project car eventually hits the same wall. You need a part that's impossible to find. So that's when I turned to 3D printing. So here's the first part that we're going to be remaking. It's plastic and it has a few broken clips, which makes it a perfect candidate for 3D printing. The part does go up right in the corner of our BMW E30 project in the corner of the window. So that means we're going to have to make it out of something durable and that can handle a little bit of water. So the filament of choice that we're going to be using is ASA filament. It can handle up to 220 degrees Fahrenheit, is UV resistant and water resistant too. Now the first thing I did was search for the part, and with a bit of luck, someone else already made it. So I downloaded it, threw it into our 3D printing slicing software, and flipped it on its flattest surface. I'm also going to print it with some spare gold PLA filament to make sure that the part comes out the way we want it before it's printed in ASA filament. So this is how the prototype came out, and I actually like the additional tweeter design. This is by EME Motors, so props to him. But the only thing is I'd like to create a cutout for this because cutting it manually just won't look as good. Don't ask me how I know. And also these tabs can be just made a little bit stiffer. So now I'm going to show you the first way to quickly edit the file right in your 3D printing software. And that's by right-clicking the model, select Add Part, and I'm going to use Select Cone. This is an extra part that will be infilled with material, so I'm going to drag it over the clip and change the size, which will give the pin some more layer adhesion at the base. And with a copy, I was also able to add the same part to the other clip as well. Next up is to make a cutout for the tweeter insert. You can do that by adding a negative part using a sphere. Resizing and moving the part around like this takes a bit of work, but for very small modifications, you can make it somewhat doable. Now all we have to do is select the right printer and filament. We'll be using black ASA filament, but there's one more thing that I want to try. This time I'm going to add a modifier and select Cube. The modifier will let you highlight a part of the print and apply specific settings to the part that the cube touches. And the feature I'm going to turn on is Fuzzy Skin Contour, which is going to give a little shake while the filament is extruded, giving us a nice texture to our part. Here's how the final part came out with the updates. The clips have a much stronger base from the extra filament. The cutout looks great, and the fuzzy skin gave the entire part a nice textured finish. But what if you needed to make more precise updates with a file you found online? Well, that's where CAD comes in, but don't worry, it's not going to be overly complex CAD that takes you 30 days to learn. Trust me, because I spent weeks looking for the perfect CAD software program that can get you up and running and making parts in just one day. And the software we'll be using is Shaper 3D, and it's also supported on the iPad and Apple Pencil. You can import STLs like the original tweeter we found online and change the opacity. This will let us recreate the part or reverse engineer the original design by drawing the sketch over the imported STL. Once the sketch matches the original part, we can use the extrude function. I was also able to recreate the tweeter design and modify it to different dimensions, or you could get rid of it altogether and make the part completely flat. And if you need help learning how to reverse engineer your own parts, I have an entire workshop that covers the full process, which I'll leave in the video description below.